Welcome back, everyone, to ConservaBros, the best, worst Christian podcast on the planet and the world. I am your host, Donnie G, and with me, once again, and always again, he's here, he's queer, it's Parker McCary. How you doing, buddy?
Third time's the charm, huh?
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing, Don Don?
Oh, I hate that so much. It's all right, though.
That's why I say it.
Yeah.
By the way, fact check false. Steven Crowder is more popular than us. A lot of people are more popular than us.
Right, but we're the best at being the worst. He's just the best. Like, if there's a gold standard, we're like bronze.
We're the India standard.
Exactly.
Shitting in the street.
Also, I saw a thing the other day. Hold on, it's not on my notes.
Right.
I saw a thing the other day, and it was
short episode. Huh?
I don't know if Netanyahu went to India or the Indians went to Jerusalem or whatever. Netanyahu met with like the Prime Minister of Israel and the Prime Minister of India, and the Indian Prime Minister hugged him. And the only thought I could think of there was, you think he smells like poop? You think Netanyahu's like, oh no, he smells like poop. No, oh my God, my sciatica. Sorry. That's my Brooklyn Jew impression. I know he doesn't sound like that, but anytime I just see Netanyahu, I just think of this like shriveled up, like I just think of Mort from Family Guy. Can I poop in here? Too late.
All right.
What you been up to, buddy?
School. Gym.
Yeah. Gym. Oh yeah, we had to do an episode on that talking about gym, but we're not gonna do that today.
About how you're a big bitch in the gym.
I'm not a big bitch in the gym.
You are.
No.
Yeah. You go, oh, it hurts, and then you stop, and I'm like, no, do more, bitch.
I'd still do more. It just hurts.
It's not supposed to feel good.
I didn't say it was. I'm like, hold on, like I'm cramping, or hold on, like I'm sore. Let me work past this. I'm not like, no, I don't want to, and just walk away like a bitch. Like I don't do that. Unless you make me do dead hangs for an obscenely long time, and I'm like, no.
Because you fucking quit.
We have, like, this is the middle of the workout. We still have 2 other things to get done. I don't want to just...
Because you fucking quit in the middle of them.
We're not having this fucking conversation. Anyways.
You fucking quit. You fucking quit when it gets uncomfortable and you're like, oh,
yeah, when I do deadlifts, but not like anything else.
Dead hangs.
Yeah, thank you. And when I do anything else, ooh, would you imagine doing freaking deadlifts?
Yeah, they're not that hard.
I know. I'm just saying, like, can you imagine like getting to that point? I can't. I'm not there yet. We also can't do it in our gym, so
yeah, I know.
It's really sad.
I mean, we can, but
if there is anyone from Crunch Gym watching this, it'd be great if you guys could,
any other decent gym.
Yeah, that's not Mesa Fitness or Planet Fitness.
Mesa Fitness is not that bad.
It's not terrible. I just don't feel like the membership is ridiculous, and then it's just not clean. Like, it looks clean, but it's like the pool is green. Yeah. Anyways. But however, we are also blown past
that
the
sounded
whole...
disgusting.
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting over being sick, so my bad, geez. Before I say anything else, if you haven't already, go watch the interview I did with my mom. That was a lot of fun. We did just a little interview about just faith, family, and then we were kind of talking about like all the Bethel stuff that was going on that Mike Winger kind of exposed. I'll have to show you it later, but Todd White was also called out, and he did a pseudo apology, and it was...
Was it because he did the, like, oh, everyone speak in tongues thing?
No, that was crap, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, no.
I'm getting to the point now, and this is totally off topic. I'm getting to the point now where I just don't believe in, like, I believe the Holy Spirit sometimes. I still believe that, like, there is healing for today, and, like, I'm not a cessationist where it's like, oh, yeah, it ceased to exist after the apostles. I don't believe that. But I'm I'm really going away from this hyper charismatic like it's like I just shut up, please stop the gibberish, you know, like a practical way of the Holy Spirit movie, not just this like. But I did like that pastor who broke down that video. But no, he made it an apology video where he was like, it was more of like an excuse. It was like, well, like I started this church and I didn't have any formal training and maybe I hurt people. And I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have been a pastor then. Like, why are you like? I used to be at the point like, pastors shouldn't have to go to school. Like, this is dumb. Like, if you just believe in Christ, you should just be good. But then, now that I'm older and I'm like, no, you 100% need to go to school for this.
Short episode, huh?
Short episode. We're already 10 minutes in. Oh, shoot. All right. Anyways. But, no, go watch that. It's a lot of fun. We announced some big things there. It literally, as the time of this recording, it just uploaded today, which was cool. But, Parker, what we are going to talk about today, keep you on your toes, I
have the show map. Just
you do have the show
him.
map. Is Trump's State of the Union. Oh my God.
From last night, as of this recording.
The most entertaining, the most funny, the greatest State of the Union I have ever seen. Ever. Which is hard for me because I really, really enjoyed Joe Biden's word salad and pooping himself on live TV.
That was pretty fun.
Those were entertaining. Can you imagine if Kamala had, in a godless, forsaken, alternate timeline where she became president, the State of the Union is drunk.
Well, we have to understand what the state is and what it means to me.
And what you got to understand is the State of the Union is the union's
what really is
state. And if you think about what a state is in the union, in the state of that union.
Kill me, please.
Yeah, honestly. But President Trump gave the most entertaining and greatest State of the Union just ever. The biggest highlights of the speech were the honoring of war heroes, both from recent wars, like literally like Venezuelan, that whole quick little in and out thing, to even like 2 American heroes from World War II, which is strange to me that one guy did not get a medal for the thing. Like they were explaining, I'm like, how do you not get a medal for that? What the hell? Who was president during Korea? Oh, that's right. Harry S. I'm an a-hole Truman. That's right. He also honored families of Americans killed by illegal aliens, including Irina Zarutska's mother, Anna, who was there. I didn't put this in my notes, but he also honored a little girl who was hit by an illegal alien who did not speak English, but was just given like a license
from California.
From California,
the CDL from California.
The CDL from California. This little girl was told she'd never be able to do a lot of these things again.
She wouldn't be able to eat again.
Wouldn't be able to run again.
Run, walk. Anything.
Now she looks messed up for sure.
Yes.
But the fact that she was able to like wave and smile,
she was like,
dude, broke my heart. Like really, I was like, oh my God, like that's what a monster. He also honored Charlie Kirk, which was a big one. It was a quick segment because it was like, in the grand scheme of things, it's done a lot of good, but also it's like we're not going to make it entirely about that, which I'm like, that's fair. Erica Kirk was there, and I was like, that's very fitting. And she was also there with some other people, which was nice. And many other really great moments of like what he did. But the most notable, and I'm gonna put aside my no cussing rule for a second, even though we did not do good at all at the beginning of the episode, at the top of the episode. The most notable and the most important thing that he did was he made the Democrats his bitch.
Would you like me to curse so you can keep your rule?
That was my last one. I just wanted to hit that. I'm trying to do better. God understands. He doesn't. But check out this montage.
I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the
criminals dumb Seattle broad.
and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens, in many cases drug lords murderers all over our country.
Look at those two bitches. You want to tell me that they love America the way Trump does? Fuck them. I'm sorry, but Tommy's not standing. Take a drink. Bring up the drinking game rules.
Every applause break.
Every applause where people do not stand. Commies do not stand.
Come on, commies, do it for America. Oh, he's walking out? Is that what's happening?
Goodbye.
Oh, this guy again?
This guy again?
Boo! So easy that guy can do it.
Get out.
And we
You know how
will
lazy
not
this
go
guy
back
he
to
did at the
where we
beginning.
were just a very short time ago. We're not going back.
What a piece of...
How do you not stand? Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief
This
chapters,
is about the
Americans
identity
built this
of our nation.
from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history.
Fact check
Americans
true.
ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside, but that great betrayal is over and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration,
He's hating this.
it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless.
Yeah, we're back. The most shocking moment was when Trump asked all of Congress to stand if they believed a legitimate purview of government is to put their citizens first and to protect their citizens.
So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And boy, oh boy, did that not disappoint. Like, the fact that
All the Republicans stand.
instantly
Democrats.
stood, and I think there was 2 Democrats who stood.
Really?
And this is how I kind of think I know, is usually like, all the women for some really dumb reason are wearing like white. Totally not the new KKK, which is like really white is the color you're going to go with, even though
Founded by Democrats, by the way.
Exactly. You're very anti, white and racist, apparently. Whatever. There was one who stood up, and I think there was like an older guy. And I don't think I saw John Fetterman stand. But yeah, a mass majority of the Democrats did not stand.
Well, are you surprised when what's her face? Ilhan Omar was like, "Oh, I'm Somali first, or I'm for the Somali people first." And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, no, then why are you at Congress? The weird thing about the Democrats.
Why did you
last
marry
night-
your brother?
Yeah, why did you marry your brother? Dude, I'm
I'm
not
so
gonna
tired
lie.
of this. Like, allegedly, I was like,
No,
it's public
it's
record.
literally public record. I was so surprised. I thought Trump at one point was go as like she's like yelling at him and just making a fool of herself. And went, Ilhan Omar, shut up, you pirate! Shut up, you pirate! Ilhan Omar, you guys also married her brother. I have the certificate right here.
Here's the marriage certificate.
Here's the marriage certificate. Married her brother, by the way. I don't know if you know this. Some people know, some people don't. Some people don't believe it's a thing. Married her brother. Anyways, but no, and by the way, look, we both watched.
Stop swallowing into the fucking mic.
Sorry, we both watched Crowder's live stream about it on the State of the Union, and I'm very sad we didn't get to drink because I would love to have done that drinking game.
We would have been.
But we went to the gym. We were planning on going to the gym this morning. So we're like, we're not going to do it. We'll drink water. I had to pee.
I drank 3 of these.
I had to pee so much last night. It was ridiculous. But I hit my water goal.
Oh my god! Like, this is in Concord units in liters.
Yeah, Concord units. Nice.
Yeah, I drank 3 liters of water yesterday in that 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to pee
Yeah.
so
Were you
much.
drinking out of your mug?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we had
I
the- we
filled
had the-
this up, poured it in the mug, and I just was just drink. It's
I'm
like,
in
finish.
my
I was
head
like,
as I'm
"God
watching
damn
them
it."
get drunk and more drunk and
was
more
just
drunk.
like-
I was like, man, I'm really glad we didn't drink because I would have been wasted.
We would not have gone to the gym.
Nope. But what other thoughts did you have about it? Because I mean, I was thoroughly entertained, not just by Trump, but just like Crowder and Josh and Gerald in general.
Well, Jill getting admonished was hilarious.
Oh, every time, and I forgot
The
that he had a
amount of
drink
times
every
we were
time.
drinking. It's just like admonished. So I was actually in class when it started.
Right.
What was I doing? I was cleaning up my station because I'm welding and we have to clean up all the tacks that we put on the table and all that good stuff. So I was grinding away and I was listening to the music. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's starting soon. I was just like, I gotta finish this. Excuse me. So I can actually watch the State of the Union or listen to it because I was driving. And on my drive, it was like, ding, ding, ding. I was like, fuck. All right.
Yeah, it was.
I got a drink.
It
I'm
was.
out.
It was ridiculous, like how fast they got
I
drunk.
was like, God damn.
But there was. It was super funny. Makes me sad because I wasn't watching Crowder during the election. I watched Daily Wire, and that was a snooze fest, bro. And I'm
I
like,
was
man,
watching it during the election.
really wish I had just watched Crowder now. I thought about going back, but I'm like, I'm not going to watch the full thing.
It's actually really good.
I'm sure it is. I just
You really should watch
I
it.
probably should go back and see the highlight clips at least. But
It's a really good.
yeah. But that's also too why if you see us like pulling a bunch of clips, it's all from Crowder because
Water with Crowder.
I also just don't feel like going and finding all these clips and like I don't know, just a lot of people are not posting clips and I just don't care to, do my research. Anyways, not do my research. Do my own homework and find all these clips.
Lazy.
In a 2-hour speech that he did. Which,
It's fair.
by the way, I think was the longest speech,
On record.
longest State of the Union speech
On
on
record.
record I think any president has given.
That we know of.
We know of. But what were your overall thoughts of the
I thought it was
speech?
really good.
Yeah.
I loved how he basically backed the Democrats into a corner.
Oh, instantly too.
Oh yeah. And every time he made a
Instantly.
comment, he would shift his focus to the left. Either the left side of the room. Was it the left side of the room or Democrats?
His right, but where the left usually sits on the left side of the aisle.
So yeah, he would focus his attention like, are you going to stand for this or no?
Yeah. Well, and it was weird too, and not to cut you off, but it was weird to
Oh
me.
no, that was my final thought.
Oh, okay. It was weird to me too that the selection of the times they decided, like the selective standing. You'll stand for the U.S. hockey team winning. You'll join in the chant of USA.
They did? I
People
didn't think
said
that they
they were.
did.
I don't think they were.
I don't think they did.
But what interests me the most was like they wouldn't stand for the veterans. They did not stand for the pilot of the big helicopters, very beautiful, very big helicopters, who was like mortally wounded, like during the Venezuelan thing, and
he goes,
still like,
hey, take over. I'm bleeding out.
and we're done.
He was like, hey, I'm bleeding out. Take over.
I know. I was like, damn, dude. But they wouldn't stand for him. They wouldn't stand for, if I remember correctly, they wouldn't stand for the Coast Guard guy who saved that little girl during the Texas thing that they bitched about for months afterwards. Which, when he started, a lot of these guys didn't know they were going to receive some of these.
Yeah.
There was you get somewhat of a notice for certain things, but like he was not aware that he was going to get that. So when he started tearing up, I started tearing up because that's huge. You have to think like this guy risked his life. And I think they said he pulled out like 100 people. And I was like, dang, dude. And then they didn't even stand for the 2 National Guardsmen, the one who died, whose parents were there, and the one who was injured.
Horrible.
You can still kind of tell he's got some cognitive stuff going on, but the fact that he got a Purple Heart and so did she, like that's huge. And they didn't stand for that, but they would stand for the U.S. hockey team. They would stand for some other things, but they were booing when Trump highlighted the detransitioned girl.
Yeah.
Who was taken away from her parents, and then I think if I remember the story correctly, she was like, "This isn't right," and ran back to her parents.
I don't know.
I don't remember the full story. I have to look it up. But like they booed that, and I'm like, okay, I get it. You're very pro-trans. Shut up. But like, she's right there. And then just in general, when Trump said, "Stand if you think a legitimate purview of government is to protect your citizens and put them first," I think 1 or 2 stood, and you're just like, guys. And then Van Jones' dumbass comment afterwards, where it was like, well, I think they were just gonna sit for anything. He said, like, stand if you like puppies, I like kittens. But then at the same time, I'm like, he didn't say dogs though. He said, stand if you think you should, as a government, put your American citizens first. It's not the same as saying stand if you like dogs. Stand if you like cats. That's not what he was doing. The fact that the Democrats were openly doing that, and I'm just like, when he was president the first time, it's like, God, whatever. And like, yeah, the Republicans do it too, like when there's a Democrat in power, but it makes sense. No, I'm not going to stand because you're going to, and this is the thing, too, Crowder did this like live on air. It's like, okay, how many medals and who did Biden give medals to? It was like Bono, someone who murdered their child during an abortion, and then trannies. I'm like, I don't care. You honored American heroes. You honored people who put their lives on the line for this country. You honored people who went through hell.
Actual
heroes, and not just like war heroes, but people who like went out of their way to do things for other people. a very Christ-like thing, and you didn't stand for that. And it was just asinine to me. And did you have a thought?
I was going to say, for the was it Congress or House of Representatives?
So it's all of Congress. So when he does it, it's a joint session of the Senate. That's why it wasn't as like packed on the Dem side, because 70 of them didn't rock up. So there's the Senate, House of Representatives, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the Supreme Court. Which, when Trump nailed them when he said, "But unfortunately, the Supreme Court has denied," very shameful. I was like, damn. And then, dude, when they switched to Amy Coney Barrett, and she was just like, whoever was in charge of that last night, and it wasn't CNN, it was like an official, it was like C-SPAN. Whoever was doing it last night would let...
They deserve a raise.
Bro, they would let the camera linger on someone
like,
for an uncomfortable amount of time. Oh my God.
I will say, for the Democrats who didn't stand, when they basically admitted that they're for illegal immigrants first and Americans second, should be tried for treason.
The fact that they didn't stand for the little girl who got hit by an illegal alien and survived.
Impressive, by the way.
Why
18-wheeler.
are you making that political? Oh, because I'm all that shows is that they're pro-immigrant and they're not pro-American.
Again, I think that they should be tried for treason.
100%.
Either George Washington style, which...
my tooth hurt, I want to die!
Or, denaturalized and sent away.
Yeah. We should do that with Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib.
Yeah.
What were they yelling when Trump brought up the Somali pirates? I don't really care, but I was just curious to know, like...
I have no idea.
That's an oxymoron. I don't really care, but I'm curious.
I couldn't, hear what they were saying. I was like, I don't give a shit.
I was just trying to think. It was just funny because they're yelling, and it's like, it was complete bait because Trump has a mic with probably, I'm sure, many speakers in that room. And so all he has to do is just talk a little louder.
And it just drowns them
out. And they
out.
have no speaker, so it just drowns them out. And it was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite dumbass Democrat moment?
That.
Just that? Can I?
Well, no, it's the stand if you agree with me. If you're here to support or here to represent American citizens and not illegal aliens.
I laughed so hard when he started talking about the Somali fraud and pirates.
Oh, God, it was so funny. By the way, California is going to make that look like chump change.
Oh, bro. I was so surprised that he brought it up, and I'm very glad he did. I'm actually very glad that none of the Epstein stuff got brought up, because I'm like, it needs to get done. It needs, all the people in that room who are part of it need to get arrested and whatever. But I was like, this isn't
wood chipper.
But we're talking about things that actually matter to citizens, and there were several times where I was like, they're gonna fact check that and be like, no, you actually didn't. And I was like, I should be surprised at this point that he was right. But when he called out the Somali pirate stuff, they go to Ilhan Omar, and I didn't notice this until today. There's it's always some liberal white woman sitting next to Ilhan Omar, and she just goes, like she's comforting her. I'm like, shut up. Oh, you're a victim. No, your people have victimized America, have made them victims, and steal from them, and then want to get in Nick Shirley's face and get all like, wait up. It's like, shut up. Stop. You're an idiot. I hate you. Get them all out. I'm done.
Kick them out.
My favorite moment, and every time there's a State of the Union and it's a Republican, he's always like, I always know he's going to be up to some tomfoolery and he's going to look like a dick doing it, is Al Green.
Oh, yeah.
With
he couldn't even wait till the end of it. He was just like, nah, fuck it. I'm out of here.
No, he got escorted out.
Yeah, no. He immediately held up the banner. He was like, all right, I'm out of here.
I almost wanted to name this episode Black People Rent Apes. Because his sign literally said black people aren't apes. And I was like, firstly, shut up. Are we still talking about this?
No shit.
It's so obvious. I walked someone at work through this. I said, okay, because you're saying right now that Trump posted a racist video about it. I'm like, what if I told you that that's not actually what he posted? Well, then I would say that these people are lying.
Here's the full thing.
when it auto scrolls up, they just went, oh. Well, damn.
Shocker.
Wow. Okay. So the fact that he was trying to push that, and it just made me laugh because I think Josh Firestein pointed out in the stream last night when he goes, "Black people rent apes."
I was like,
wait a minute.
Covering the A, and I'm like, oh.
And then it made me laugh because I think it was it Representative Thune just pulled it out. Like he's just like he ripped it down, and then Al Green just left, and I was like, bro. It just made me laugh because I'm like, these people are idiots. They are godless, feministic, gay idiots. They flashed a scene to this one chick. I never remember her name, but she just looks like that grandmother who still thinks she's hip, dyes her hair purple, has to wear all like the gypsy Jewish looking. I'm like, why? Why can't you people just be normal? Why? I think the biggest surprise last night was seeing John Fetterman in a suit, to be honest with you.
I didn't even see him in a suit.
Oh, dude.
I wasn't even looking for him.
So he was the only Democrat that shook Trump's hand.
Oh, good for him.
He was
good for him.
So you know how like they go and they kind of go left and then up the rostrum?
Yeah.
He was right there in the front.
Okay.
And him and Trump made eye contact and they shook hands. And at the end,
good for him.
As they're following Trump come down, he like patted him on the back. And John Fetterman was like, "Yeah, I'll see you later." I was like,
good for him.
So now I kind of want to go back and see, did John Fetterman stand more? But then there's it's hard in the moment, you know, when like it's on a big screen and I'm like
looking for
like 3
one
foot
guy
away, you know, it's like one guy and I can't like zoom in, but but of course the Dems have to have a response, which Republicans do the same thing. And the last Joe Biden's last State of the Union, the Republicans just like, if we're gonna have a response to something, keep the feeling shit out of it, please. But newly elected Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger gave a nothing response and wants you to base your whole decision on Trump, not on facts, not on statistics, but on your feelings.
Joint session of Congress. We did not hear the truth from our president. So let's speak plainly and honestly. And let me ask you, the American people watching at home, 3 questions. Is the president working to make life more affordable for you and your family? Is the president working to keep Americans safe both at home and abroad? Is the president working for you? As I campaigned for governor last year, I traveled to every corner of Virginia, and I heard the same pressing concern everywhere. Costs are too high in housing, healthcare, energy, and childcare. And I know these same conversations are being had all across this country, nations around the globe. But as the president spoke of his perceived successes tonight, he continues to cede economic power and technological strength to Russia, bow down to China, bow down to a Russian dictator, and make plans for war with Iran. Here's the truth. Over the last year, through DOJ, mass firings, and the appointment of deeply unserious people to our nation's most serious positions, our president has endangered the long and storied history of the United States of America being a force for good.
Yeah.
Poorly trained
Ask the
federal
cops, they'll
agents
tell you.
into our cities, where they have arrested and detained American citizens and people
Incorrect.
who aspire to be
Not a
Americans.
single one.
And
Not
they have
one.
done it without
Not one.
warrant.
Not one
They have
American
tortured
citizen
mothers,
was arrested and detained for any significant period of time.
little boy in a blue
Illegal aliens, murderers, rapists, yes.
Those who broke the law as American citizens and got in the way, yes.
Yeah.
You break the law, you get arrested.
Don't kick out an officer's taillights. Don't run over an officer with your car. You're safe. Those are the only 2 examples they have. The only 2.
I totally thought that Crowder was going to do that one and then the bigger one that they did, where it was like, because there was a big one where it was a bunch of representatives and stuff. It's like the people's reaction, and I'm like, no, I'm with George, man.
Yeah.
Like were there things that I think Trump, call balls and strikes on Trump. Yeah, I think that speech last night was leaps and bounds better than the speech he gave a few months ago.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where we all thought we were going to go to war with Venezuela.
We were like, fuck.
And I'm like, this was a dumb speech. It was leaps and bounds better. It actually displayed, and I really did feel like it was kind of one of those like, hey, we are winning in ways. You're not seeing it in the way you would like to. It's coming though.
Yeah, it's coming. Be patient.
Like, can we?
We'll get there.
Yeah, can we both say like definitively there are things we don't like about Trump, especially this administration?
Yeah.
I can name you 3 big reasons why I don't like this administration. Pam Bondi.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it with me.
Oh, okay.
Cash Patel
Yeah.
and Christine
Oh, I was going to say the Epstein list and House list.
and the Epstein list.
I was going to say at
That-
this point, just like unredact everything.
Just
Done.
get it out. Like at this point, like
Here you go.
it sucks. I just think of that every time I think about it. I think of DC Drano. These guys have been pushing for this to be released. And, you know, he has the binder. And
That whole
unfortunately-
stunt was
oh my god, dude.
load of horse shit.
It was a load of crap, and I'm like, dude, you're better than this. Like, this just looks. Why do we always have to look retarded? Why do we always have to look stupid? Like we're trying to recreate photos from history, like the holding it up, and I'm like he was like, man, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get this Neville Chamberlain. Like, I'm like, you look like an idiot. Stop. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
But the Democrats just didn't have even like. Her speech was just nothing. Her speech was absolutely nothing.
Nancy Pelosi? Is that
No,
who you're
not
referring?
Nancy Pelosi. I was talking
Oh.
about Abigail Spanberger, her response to it. Why did it just feel like a campaign speech? I'm like, is she so new to the office right now that all she knows how to do is just campaign? Well, I've done this. I'm like, bitch, I don't care what you've done. I don't live in your state. Respond to this. Is your president working? I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's done a better job than Biden. He hasn't pooped his pants. He's going to be
shut
80.
down the border.
He's going to be 80 this summer, and he spoke better and more eloquently than
And
Joe Biden
gave
ever
the
did.
longest speech
And didn't poop.
on record.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this. You know how the gym were like, your rest is up here and down here? All the applause in between. Trump's like, oh, thank God I'm winded.
He's like,
oh, God. He's like,
he
I thought I
definitely
could
got
do...
the longest break after the stand if you agree with me.
He was like, there
like,
were
oh,
moments where he would go to say something, he would get a standing O, and he's like, oh, good, I thought I could do another rep, but I need 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, ready to go.
But it was just a nothing. What do you feel about this? That is such a feminist response. They don't want you to look at statistics. They don't want you to look at the facts that are laid before you. Are there things that I'm very annoyed about with Trump? Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Are there things that I think he's doing good? Yeah.
The border.
Will I look back in 4 years? And this is something too where like looking back on it, definitely something that I think like Nick Fuentes needs to really I don't want to say get his head out of his ass, but there's things where I'm like, dude, you're right about this, you're wrong about that. We're not getting mass deportations. Yes, we are.
We are. It's not as fast as you want.
It's not as fast as you want.
But
And it's
we're
not as
getting
fast
them.
as I want it either. I would like it to be like this. But it takes time. Look what happened in Minnesota. I remember I saw this graph and it was this is how good they're doing. And then all of a sudden during the Minnesota stuff, it kind of waned and stalled out. Well, as soon as Tom Homan went, it went right back up. Which I'm surprised they didn't talk about that. I really thought they were going to talk about it. They did kind of talk about the illegal aliens getting out. I thought they were going to talk more about the Minnesota stuff, with all the ice and everything. I was really surprised that they didn't.
Well, I think they kind of realized
It's a losing issue.
It is.
If you-
The majority of Americans are like,
Yeah.
well, she hit him with the car.
It's okay.
And then
Ooh.
he was the agitator for a lot.
So this episode will be released this week, the one we're recording now.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I promise you. I'm going to go home and get this done. The episode we talked about Alex Preddy and Renee Good will release after this. We did have a whole conversation on it. Go watch it. Our opinion is it's all bullshit. Renee Goodman should not have hit him with the car. Maybe don't be in that situation. You won't die.
Don't
Alex
put yourself in
Preddy,
that situation.
There's still things with
In the
Alex
first
Preddy,
place.
even though that we filmed that a month ago, where I'm like, I really like to look into it, but it just kind of looks like he was a criminal agitator.
He was an agitator, and then the whole footage was
Yeah.
he was across the street getting in their business. And then he walked back over and they're like, you don't get that choice anymore, my guy. You're going to be detained. And then he resisted and then gun. And then they're like, oh, well, it's
now
really easy
it
to
kind of looks like maybe a protester said gun, gun, gun.
It's really easy to Monday morning quarterback.
Yep.
But in that moment, I guarantee you, split second.
Very good reference, Parker.
What?
Monday morning quarterback.
That's just a saying, my guy.
I know, but that's just a really good
Yeah, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback.
I mean, no, but it really is true. It's easy to look. It's easy to like.
But in the moment, the decision happened like that.
Well, think of it this way. Think because we're going to the gym right now, and you're seeing a lot of this. Think of like these guys who will see someone on a hack squat machine or leg press go ham as part of the language, but ham as fuck. Like you are pushing that.
You're going
thing.
hard as fuck.
That is 300 and it hits like 400 pounds on a leg press, or you're hack squatting.
I did almost 6.
There you go. You're hack squatting. This, or it's someone talking about Tom Platz, like reacting to Tom Platz talking about don't do the leg press.
You've
squat.
achieved failure. Thank God. The only place to go from failure is to win.
Or just go squat, which just go squat. But you see people like reacting to this, and then we'll be like, well, and then it's the Monday morning quarterback where it's like, well, like I'm not actually going to show you that I can do this, but I'm going to talk as someone who knows this. The Democrats do that all the time.
I literally just did that. I was like, oh, I can press 600 pounds.
It's so easy to look at something and be like, well, they shouldn't have done that. Well, you weren't there.
Yeah.
You don't know because you weren't there. So you can't say that because, again, you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And Crowder made a good point when the Venezuelan guy, the Venezuelan
dictator.
During the operation, the helicopter guy. When he got up there, he's like, I'm sure they'll say like, well, he wouldn't have been shot if we weren't there. I don't care. The dictator is in jail, and now we just got 80 million or 81 million barrels of oil from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah, my guy.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah, put that reserve back that Biden destroyed. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Like I'm 100% for that. So
and again, it was very insane when he was, hey, take over. I'm about to bleed out. Had the wherewithal of like, hey, take over so we don't crash.
Bro, he looked like I did not want to mess with that guy. Like he was, whoa, even in that walker.
I was going to say, it looked like he was in a walker, and I was like, nope. I'd get my ass kicked.
Yeah, no. And this is the thing, right? Like we'll talk about Nancy Pelosi and her dumb arguments, but even like when they had Nancy Pelosi, Pete Buttigieg, the Dems have nothing.
No.
And there was even points where I'm like, well, you're not going to talk about this. You're not going to call them a racist for the Somali part. They didn't want to touch it.
Oh God,
they don't want to touch
issue
because it's a losing. If you notice, they backed up off. They've backed up on guns. They've backed up on the gay shit. They've backed up on a lot of this stuff where at the moment they'll say, well, that's racist. That's this. That's that. They'll use their play, but then Americans are like, I don't care.
They've used those words so often that people are just like, I don't really give a shit anymore.
You know what it is?
It doesn't mean anything anymore.
When we released that cut segment that we had from the Thanksgiving episode, where it was called, why is Gen Z going more right?
Yeah,
we had people like 4 or 5 people say like, no, that's not real. Someone gave me a weird like heaven earth quote thing. I was like, well, okay. So someone's like, that's not true. That's a myth that the right likes to push. I'm like, really? Because when I talk to people my age, 9 times out of 10, especially in my chair at work, they're very conservative. Or at least they're conservative when it comes to their money, but progressively liberal where it's like, no, I think we should help homeless people and all these different things. I'm like, okay, I can understand that we can sit down and have that conversation. I don't see as many die-in-the-wool leftists. And sure, are there people, Zoomers like that? Sure.
Yes.
Alyssa Liu, who just won gold for figure skating, probably is very left.
She is.
Yeah, she's very woke. But the thing is, it's like...
But she won it for America.
But she won it for Americans. And I still love this country. There's still things I don't like.
Absolutely.
There's things I don't like about it. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. You mirror that with Alyssa Beck. Was it Alyssa? What was her name? The white chick. The white comic. No. That's Eileen Gu. It was the white chick who was there as well, and the entire time she was there just made it political. entire time.
Yeah.
And she posted like a TikTok with her and Alyssa Lewis, like, they hate us because we're two woke bitches.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit
care.
about your politics.
I don't. And
I
then they were
care
like,
that she competed in finger skating. Was it fingers? Figure. Figure skating.
figure skating, Parker.
Okay.
Oh my heavens!
I don't give a shit about the sport.
No,
but
do
she
I.
competed for America and
But
won
then you
gold.
look at the story, like that
And
is
she
a,
was like,
that is a
yes.
very American story.
Yeah.
Her dad left China because he was part of the Tiananmen Square protest. He escaped that, was spied on his entire life. The commies were trying to give him all this money to come back, and he said no. Maybe he wasn't the best dad, but then look what she did. She said, okay, I'm going to leave because I'm tired and burnt out. I'm going to come back on my own standards.
terms.
I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to do whatever workout times that I want. We're going to do it my way. Gold.
Yep.
That's an American story. Look at the hockey teams. I don't give a fuck about Canada. I'm sorry.
Hey,
really,
Canada. You lost.
We
both
really
times.
didn't do good on the no cussing rule in this episode. But that's all right. It's not like
Well,
a
I don't
rule.
have that
It's
rule.
more.
You do.
It's a guideline. Trying
They're
to get
more
better.
guidelines than actual rules.
Exactly. But like, you know, it's you see this stuff, and then when the Democrats, when they're trying to find something to rally their base behind, you just can't, because they don't have a base anymore. It's a bunch of white old people and a bunch of really big retards who look at this and are like, oh my God. You want to find the entire Democrat base? Look on Threads or Blue Sky.
Go to a
Most
college
of those,
campus.
Go to a college campus. And when those people actually get out of the workforce, it's very,
They go, oh.
actually, like,
I don't have to experience that because I'm blue collar.
hey, there you go.
Mr. Pink Collar.
I hate that so much. Like, anyways,
Yeah,
but,
you
know,
pink collar.
It's Pink Collar Club, but you know, it's like you have nothing to stand on anymore because America told you a year ago, no, we don't want the gay shit. We're actually done with the gay shit.
We don't want open borders.
We don't want open borders.
We don't want all these things.
They wouldn't even stand for tax cuts.
is
And that
insane.
shows you everything you need to know about them. They want the gay shit. They want illegal aliens. They want your
more
taxes. Look
taxes.
what Mamdani is doing in New York.
By the way, I found it really funny when he was like, oh, yeah, you need all these identifications and you get paid. No one shows up. He was, fuck.
What made me laugh the hardest about Mamdani this last week was when he oh, what was it? I just had it. I lost it. Oh, no, not this last week. It was when Trump started talking about Mamdani. They voted in a communist. Actually, a really nice guy. He points to the right. These people probably don't think so, but he's a really nice guy.
like, "Ah,
But you voted in a communist. You're like, damn, dude.
All right, man.
All right, Trump. I love you. The Dems don't have anything to stand on, and I've been looking for good responses. I have not found I have not found one good response. You know what Gavin Newsom posted? Trump is destroying America. How? By giving us tax breaks, by giving us by letting us watch American heroes be celebrated,
Honoring veterans.
honoring veterans
and heroes.
and honoring people who have died, and honoring those who said, actually, you know what, I'm done with the gay shit. It actually was toxic, and the state was wrong here, and now I'm back and happy to live in the actual body that God gave me.
yeah.
Mind blowing. So okay, and then he's like, boring about. I'm like, yeah, how are you bored about that? I was so entertained.
Well, he's bored because his side was getting their asses kicked. By
Yeah.
the way, Josh Fireside made a really good point about give it 5 years and you're going to see a lot of lawsuits with
Yeah.
the detransitioning.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Like, you will be seeing a lot of that because it's those. They've just lost on that continuously. They have lost on these issues. I'm a little more. I really am a little bit more. What's the word I'm thinking of? Not as stressed out about the midterms now.
No.
Like, do I think we might lose a seat or two? Sure. If the left,
If we keep hammering
Yeah.
that message home,
Yeah, and it really needs to be hammered home. That needs to be the starting point for a campaign. And now I really don't want Trump on this campaign trail. He's gonna be 80.
he needs to work.
He needs to work. Let these people. You can do one
Let
or
the
two.
work
If
speak for itself.
If we're going to go to a state where you really need that to rally the base behind these people, sure, 100%. Do not put him on the campaign trail like you did in 2024.
No.
He's old. We do not need to be doing this. Keep him. You could send JD Vance, sure.
Let him speak for Trump.
Yeah, or Rubio. Because those
Yeah.
two are probably going to be the front runners in 28 for the Republicans.
Yeah.
And he honored both of them. I love the fact that JD is now in charge of the illegal immigration stuff.
Love it.
That's how you do it. You delineate that. Perfect. Keep him in the White House. Keep him working. What I want to see from Trump this year. Maybe we can do this. This is the second one. What I want to see from Trump this year, less of the domestic stuff. I want to see more on the foreign stuff. Because when he came out and said, actually, we're going to stop it from people in Wall Street from being able to buy these single family homes. No more BlackRock and Vanguard. I'm like, okay, at that point now, if these people do not have a monopoly on that, I'm a little less pessimistic about the 50-year loans. Because if I take one of those, knowing full well that in like 10 years I can refinance my home with American Home Finance. No, we're not sponsored by those. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad.
We're very unknown.
We're very
to everyone.
unknown. Yes, to the 5 people who will watch this.
It's fine.
You can refinance your home and be like, actually, no, I want a 30-year loan.
Yeah.
Or not, mortgage. Thank you. So I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. He hit all the big issues and said, we're doing this to combat this. There you go.
Great.
And the Democrats did not want to touch it because they're losing on everything. So that's what I want to see more from Trump this year.
I also want to see him attack more on NATO.
Yeah. You can do a lot of like domestic stuff
In
from
the
home.
office.
In the office.
Yeah. He doesn't
Like-
have to go anywhere. He's Big Daddy Trump.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff is going to be like the news, like talking about that more. But then I want to see the smaller news be like, oh yeah, Trump just signed this, and it's actually going to release a lot of homes for people to X, Y, and Z. Yeah, 100%. Canada's not our ally.
God, no.
So Alberta notwithstanding,
Maybe.
If
they become the 51st state, yeah, I'd be okay with that.
even if they don't, they have more stuff.
In American territory.
Yeah, it's American, it's ours now.
But no, I want to see Trump do more domestically, but also
Did I
stick
say
it to the
earlier?
nation.
Did I earlier say stop with the domestic shit? No, I want more of that. I meant foreign stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you said more foreign.
No. Sorry. I want less foreign, more domestic. My
Okay,
bad.
that's fair.
My bad.
The only like foreign thing I want is him
NATO.
to like stick it to NATO.
Yeah, continue with that.
Basically say repay all your back payments,
Yeah.
or we're out. You're on your own. Defend your own country. Go.
Yeah, because NATO is funny to me because NATO is like, you look at the countries that are in NATO and now they're being taken over by Islamic terrorists. And so it's like really like, go full in Monroe Doctrine, make sure from the very tip of North America to the very bottom of South America that is covered. We got no commies in this hemisphere. I don't care about the other one. The old world is dead.
Yeah.
It's all about the new world now, baby.
I do like that he also, I don't think he addressed this in the State of the Union, but he did say that the drug cartels are now terrorist organizations. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he
Good man.
I think he listed them he listed them as so much earlier.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that he said it and the Democrats booed was like,
Come on, man.
so.
And to the people who think that the U.S. military would lose against the drug cartels,
No.
we can put a Burger King anywhere on this planet in 24 hours.
I think anyone who said that just clearly was not paying attention to what happened in Venezuela.
And also, a little thing happened in Japan, 1945. They got to see the sun twice.
The sun.
2 separate days. It was great.
Separate days, yeah.
For us, not for
They
them.
didn't learn the first time.
Yeah.
And now they are our greatest ally. It's not
Not
Canada.
Israel.
It's not Israel for sure.
I would really like to see Trump say, Netanyahu, we're not sending you any more money.
Yeah, I would like to see him kind of like push back against that and be like,
Yeah.
no, no more.
I would really like to see that. And then more domestic, fixing us, helping us grow and become.
I would like to see him kind of have like a Kennedy, like a Reagan kind of domestic policy where it's a, Kennedy believed in a rising tide lifts all boats. Kennedy historically like broke away with hardcore liberals when it came to like raising taxes on the middle class. He said, no, we're not going to raise taxes on
they're the infrastructure for
the higher class anyways, because they're the ones paying the middle class. We'll get it on tariffs and everything. Yeah. And then Reagan kind of the same thing. Is like, well, if it works, it trickles down from the top. If the top is good, the bottom will be fine. So it's. I would like to see a little bit more of that, a little bit more at home stuff. There's a reason why you have a Secretary of State, Secretary of War. You have Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth for a reason, and your ambassadors, let them do all the foreign stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you need to step in, unless we're gonna go to war with Iran. Stick to America.
Bomb, Iran.
Iran.
It would be over so fast.
Please bomb Iran.
It would really be over so fast.
It would not be a large war.
It'd be the one-day war.
Any other thoughts? I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, we did. So much for a short episode.
Yeah, I just won't do a lot of editing. I'll just get it out really quick.
Have fun with that. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I might have other thoughts like during the weekend. And it's like, fuck it.
I'm curious to see not the fallout, but I'm curious to see like the days coming from this and
see what other people have to say about it.
Well, especially
CNN, MSNBC.
actually, I don't. Shoot, I meant to put it in the show maps and I forgot. Did you see? We'll end on this. Did you see Trump's CNN's poll?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like 64% approved, 30-something disapproved.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
From
So
CNN.
they literally started with like, oh, everyone's going to hate this. And then as the polls came out, they're like, fuck. Shit.
By the way, that was CNN, so it was probably slanted.
Yeah.
Odds are.
Well, they had one that was like...
we can't fact check this right now, but I'm willing to bet it's more like 70% approved.
Well, there was one where it was like... strongly agree, somewhat agree, don't agree. And I'm like, no, just put the strongly and the somewhats together. Oh, there you go. That's 64%. Yeah. Well, shocker. So it's like, here's the thing. If anyone gets any thoughts about this, I'm curious to see what Crowder says tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what a lot of other people say
after they're done with their hangover.
Yeah, well, they're nursing that today.
Fuck.
I would. Here's the thing. Words are cheap. You and I, as guys, know this. Like, words are cheap.
Action is.
Here's the thing, right?
You can talk the talk, but if I don't see your actions follow, I don't believe it.
Last week when I was sick, we still went to the gym.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Which was very impressive, by the way. Because you push, I was like, I don't know if he's going to push himself. And you, were pushing yourself hard. I was like, good man.
You're literally lifting me off the floor. And I told you going in, I said, you're gonna need to push me, but you also need to rein me in because I felt so drugged last week. You're gonna have to pull me up. And why am I bringing this up? Because I said I was gonna do it and I did it.
Yeah.
I want to see this from this administration. Here's the thing: my hope is not in Trump. My hope is in Christ alone.
Yes.
But you can be a citizen of heaven while equally being a citizen of the United States and want America to succeed. And I loved his ending quote. God calls on America when he wants his biggest miracles done. I was like, yo!
Yeah.
So I think that's what I want to see. But
we did arrest Maduro.
That was big ups. But I think we did it, Parker.
Yeah.
So much for a short episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to say
didn't
anything?
Start strong, didn't end strong.
Nope.
For a short episode. Good episode, but it was never going to happen.
Nope. We have too many things to say.
Yeah. You have too many things to say.
I do have a lot of things to say.
I sit here quietly.
You want to say anything?
Oh, yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling me.
Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, question of the week, what did you think about the State of the Union? I'm sure people will tell us their opinions regardless if I ask this or not. Go follow us on the Grams and the TikToks and the Twitters. And also go and watch that interview I did with my mom. It was a really fun conversation. It's like one thing for you and I to talk about faith, but it's another to talk to my mom about it, where like that's where like I had all of my faith conversations growing up. Here, I'll give you a little teaser. We talk about foreskin for some reason, so go enjoy that. All
right,
it's biblical. You'll find out.
Yeah,
but
I feel like I already know where it's going.
But hey, thanks for watching again.
Let us know what you think about the State of the Union in the comments.
God bless everyone. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Go show Crowder some love, because we're a bunch of idiots and we're just standing on his shoulders.
We're just really two really dumb guys.
Really
average guys.
Two white ass nobodies going hard as frick. I won't say the actual thing. But hey, have a good day, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.